Mohbad and Mali were having issue. So that was what made, and I think with Wummi's issue, that was what made Micee to move away from Mohbad, or Mohbad moved away from him. So for a year, from what Micey said, him and Mohbad they've not seen, but I think they spoke recently, and they were trying to amend their differences. So when Micey heard that Mohbad passed away, he was very angry. So he came out and he started, tendering his own, evidence. Uh, so when Wummi went to court, Wummi, who is, her name is Cynthia, or some people know as Cynthia, that is Mohbad Aloba's wife. She mentioned, I think they started asking her questions about the people she knows, or from what they've heard or seen, names and all that. So she called Mice's name, and she said whatever Micey has to say that they should not believe. And some of the things Micey said on his Instagram page, Wummi replied to him in court. So far that I know Micey in his Instagram page, he kept there that he's been to the police station. Even when Iyabo Ojo, the Queen Mother, was talking at some point, she was like, and also Lover, they were like, he should go to police, and he has confirmed from his Instagram page that he's going there. Luckily for me, I was on Mr. Westo's page. This interview was done not too long, and I was lucky to just bump into, sometimes when I'm free, or I just want to see what's going on TikTok, what they are discussing regarding this issue, most especially the recent inquest that they went for, that Wummi was interrogated. So luckily I came across Micey being interviewed by Westo, Mr. Westo. Mr. Westo happens to be a journalist as well. He's a trained journalist. So from where I'm going to start this, or from where you're going to hear his voice, I'm not 100% sure if it's from the beginning, but I was lucky to catch some of the things that he said, or some of the questions that he was being asked, and which I find some of them relevant, and some of them he was not. He said he's not ready to disclose until the inquest. Like I said, Wummi already mentioned his name, so he's going to be one of the people to be expecting in the next inquest. I'm very sure maybe the next one is going to go, or maybe the one after that, because I think they've summoned him as well to come there and say what he knows, because Wummi has already mentioned his name. So let's hear what he's got to say. I think it's this one. No. Where's my screenshot? Just a minute, please. Just give me a minute. How is everyone anyway? Okay, this is it. So let's start.
If you don't mind, please. I want to ask some basic questions.
So apart, like I said, I don't know the actual time he got there, but I was lucky to bump in, and you will hear like a lady's voice or some voices, and that will ask him questions. But I will tell you when Micey is talking, you will hear his voice, and from what he's saying, you will know he's Mohbad's friend. So if you look at the picture right in front of you that I've put up, the guy with the hair, down, and with the colored, top or shirt, that is Micey standing beside Mohbad. They used to be very, very close before. He was one of the people, from what he said on his Instagram page, that he heard, or he was told, that Wummi and Sheyi, Mohbad's manager, that they do something together. You understand? Woman to woman. That came out from him. And regarding Juju, that there was a time that Mohbad caused something with her. I think a ring, something to do with calabash, and Mohbad told him. So he's one of the major people that is needed there. Although, from the way he's talking or whatever, that can tell us, maybe what is going on between him or his Mohbad's relationship with the Malians or Wummi. But if we look at it, at the end of this day, it is not. I don't think it will give us an answer on who killed Mohbad. It can only give us an answer or help us with some puzzles on the day, bully or harass or whatever Mohbad, that's the Malians. Because before he was close to Mohbad and also to the Malians, or is the Malians friends as well. But him and Mohbad, they went apart a year ago. So let's hear what he's got to say. Thank you.
Yes, if you don't mind, to be honest. If you don't mind. If you don't mind, please.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything.
Okay, I will keep it as simple as that. Mohbad was taken to Ikorodu to barb hair.
It's not to barb hair.
No, I mean as part of the outing.
So some of the questions asked are some of the things he put on his page, or from what they've heard from Wummi, or from the things that are flying around the area. The lady asking Micee this question, I think she is a barrister as well, and I think I'm not 100% sure if she was there on that day, but she's a barrister. The short form of her name, for those who want to know her, she's on TikTok, is EOD. EOD. She says she's a barrister. I think she's one of those that were there that day. And let's listen what she's got to say. Just a minute. Play now.
No, for Otta. Sorry, Otta.
Yeah, we didn't even know that we were going to.
Yeah. I want to know the family member that followed Mohbad on that trip. Is it from his mom or his dad?
Okay, AY was from his mom.
So this is
his mom was
Micee
present.
talking.
His dad to Mohbad, and I was the one driving the car.
Okay, but in the middle of the way, they stopped the dad.
Yeah, in the middle of the way, they asked me to stop the vehicle and that we are not going to Ikorodu, which I knew that the daddy did not even know that was their plan. Because immediately I look at his reaction.
Okay, so at the end of the day, the people that got to the place in Otta where they took Mohbad are his mom's family.
Yeah, that is his sister's place in Songota.
His mom's family.
Yes.
Okay, so it means, sorry?
Mohbad's sister.
Okay, is it the sister that is is that sister from Mohbad's dad as well?
No, from the mommy. I think that's
No. It's not Mohbad's sister. No, please. The people that got to Otta. At the end of the day, after dropping Mohbad's dad on the way to Otta, so at the end of the day, you were left with people from his mom's side.
Yes.
Westo Shangbosa. Okay, you were left with people from his mom's side. You see, Micee, to be honest, you are doing a good job at the moment. And don't be scared. Every one of us, we understand that Wummi is just is playing the game they've asked her to play. You understand? And I want to ask you something about psychosis as well. When you said people forget things, that sometimes I forget things myself. I'm not young, but I forget things. And
I think that forgetting of things is
no, I'm going somewhere, sir. I'm going somewhere because I'm making notes. I'm not young, but I forget things sometimes. And that does not mean somebody has hit my head with something or something. But because of the busy life, what we do naturally, we forget stuff. But that does not mean we will not remember later. Does any center in Africa, in Nigeria where you are, diagnose Mohbad? Because from what they are saying, from all the evidences from Wummi's sister and from Wummi's account shows Mohbad has got what they call schizophrenia. So, is there any hospital in Nigeria that diagnosed this guy to have this disease? Or is just a label that all of you just stamp on it?
I would not say it's just a label, because actually we tried our best taking him to hospital for scans and all that, and they couldn't find anything. Even the general hospital in Lagos Island, I think we went. That was the more reason why they asked us to like let's see.
Please, I need to take it back.
Wummi already mentioned his name, so he's going to be one of the people.
Good morning, everybody.
To be expecting in the next inquest. I'm very sure maybe the next one is going to go, or maybe the one after that, because I think they've summoned him as well to come there and say what he knows, because Wummi has already mentioned his name. So let's hear what he's got to say. I think it's this one. No. Where's my screenshot? Just a minute, please. Just give me a minute. How is everyone anyway? Okay, this is it. So let's start.
If you don't mind, please. I want to ask you some basic questions.
So apart, like I said, I don't know the actual time it got there, but I was lucky to bump in, and you will hear like a lady's voice or some voices, and that were asking questions. But I will tell you when Micee is talking, you will hear his voice, and from what he's saying, you will know he's Mohbad's friend. So if you look at the picture right in front of you that I've put up, the guy with the hair, down, and with the colored, top or shirt, that is Micee standing beside Mohbad. They used to be very, very close before. It was one of the people, from what he said on his Instagram page, that he heard, or he was told that Wummi and Sheyi, Mohbad's manager, that they do something together. You understand? Woman to woman. That came out from him. And regarding Juju, that there was a time that Mohbad caught something with her. I think a ring, something to do with calabash, and Mohbad told him. So he's one of the major people that is needed there. Although, whatever that can tell us, maybe what is going on between him or his Mohbad's relationship with the Malians or Wummi. But if we look at it, at the end of this day, it's not. I don't think it will give us an answer on who killed Mohbad. It can only give us an answer or help us with some puzzles on the day, bully or harass or whatever Mohbad, that's the Malians. Because before he was close to Mohbad and also to the Malians, or he's the Malians' friends as well. But him and Mohbad, they went apart a year ago. So let's hear what he's got to say. Thank you.
Yes, if you don't mind, to be honest. If you don't mind. If you don't mind, please. Okay, I'll keep it as simple as that. Mohbad was taken to Ikorodu to barb hair.
It's not to barb hair.
No, I mean as part of the outing.
So some of the questions asked are some of the things he put on his page, or from what they've heard from Wummi, or from the things that are flying around the area.
I hope you guys are hearing very well. Good morning, happy weekend.
Micee, this question, I think she is barrister as well, and I think I'm not 100% sure if she was there on that day, but she's a barrister. Um, the short form of her name, for those who want to know her, she's on TikTok, is EOD. EOD. She says she's a barrister. I think she's one of those that were there that day. And let's listen what she's got to say. Just a minute. Play now.
No, for Ota. Sorry, Ota.
Well, we didn't even know that we were going to.
Yeah. I want to know the family member that followed Mohbad on that trip. Is it from his mom or his dad?
Okay, AY was from his mom.
So this is
his mom was
Micee talking.
present. His dad to Mohbad, and I was the one driving the car.
Okay, but in the middle of the way, they stopped the dad.
Yeah, in the middle of the way, they asked me to stop the vehicle and that we are not going to Ikorodu, which I knew that the daddy did not even know that was their plan. Because immediately I look at his reaction.
Okay, so at the end of the day, the people that got to the place in Ota where they took Mohbad are his mom's family.
Yeah, that is his sister's place in Songota.
His mom's family.
Yes.
Okay. So it means, sorry?
Mohbad's sister.
Okay, is it the sister that is is that sister from Mohbad's dad as well?
No, from the mommy. I think that's
No. It's not Mohbad's sister. No, please. The people that got to Ota. At the end of the day, after dropping Mohbad's dad on the way to Ota. So at the end of the day, you were left with people from his mom's side.
Yes.
Westo Shangbosa. Okay. You were left with people from his mom's side. You see, Micee, to be honest, you are doing a good job at the moment. And don't be scared. Every one of us, we understand that Wummi is just is playing the game they've asked her to play. You understand? And I want to ask you something about psychosis as well. When you said people forget things, that sometimes I forget things myself. I'm not young, but I forget things. And
I think that forgetting of things is
no,
very...
I'm going somewhere, sir. I'm going somewhere because I'm making notes. I'm not young, but I forget things sometimes. And that does not mean somebody has hit my head with something or something. But because of the busy life, what we do naturally, we forget stuff. But that does not mean we will not remember later. Does any center in Africa, in Nigeria where you are, diagnose Mohbad? Because from what they are saying, from all the evidences from Wummi's sister and from Wummi's account shows Mohbad has got what they call schizophrenia. So, is there any hospital in Nigeria that diagnosed this guy to have this disease? Or is just a label that all of you just stamp on it?
I would not say it's just a label, but actually we tried our best taking him to hospital for scans and all that, and they couldn't find anything. Even the general hospital in Lagos Island, I think we went. That was the more reason why they asked us to let's go to the UK. Maybe they will actually see something different.
You don't get what I mean. So it's a label.
It's a label.
Yeah, I would say why they labeled it that way was it was happening consistently. Those times.
So that means there's no formal diagnosis.
Yes.
There was, but I couldn't find anything still.
No, so that means there's no formal diagnosis that this man has got schizophrenia or any mental health disorder.
No.
So you are just assuming, the team assuming that something is wrong with him, innit?
Yeah, I will not say they are assuming due to what is happening. Let me tell you some of these things. Maybe you can actually relate. Because after that NDLA, there's this show like maybe 2 or like one. I still have video on my phone. Mohbad is not that kind of person that forget lyrics.
Okay, he forgot his lyrics.
On stage while performing like twice after the end of the issue, you do forget lyrics.
Okay, I want to tell you something again now. I used to be a choir leader in a church.
And let me tell you that that's not the only thing that makes.
No. I'm just gonna quiz you based on what you are saying to us. Do you get what I mean? I'm not gonna go outside what you are saying. And I'm just saying, when I used to do church, I don't do church anymore.
EOD, sorry, why? Let's just hear from him because it's the major thing.
Yeah, it's major. That's the reason why we need to get it right on our platform.
Yes, let him just say something.
He should just say. You know, at the end of the day, if we just listen to Micee, I hope you understand that I'm not just putting you on the spot.
No, I know.
I want to make sure that when we begin to work Westo on our platform, people will say we did this. You understand? We are collecting evidence as well, don't forget. We're not putting him on the spot, and Micee is willing to give as much as he can. Because the first time we heard about this mental health disorder was from Wummi's sister, remember? So now, subsequent video from Mohbad's mother said, okay, now we have Micee here telling us that, okay, there are some symptoms. What I'm just trying to do is to establish if there is a formal diagnosis that this guy has got this. Do you get what I mean, Micee? I'm sure you are in tune with me.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day,
he doesn't understand you.
Wummi now, she's on the path to destroy all the evidences available to the court. By saying, I don't know, and she want to nail as many as she can nail. And the only way she can discredit that video that came out, where Mohbad said, so she's trying to destroy that evidence by saying Ori Mohbad Okwe.
Okay. If she's saying all those things like Mohbad was mentally ill because of those things that linked out, the same way she should say Mohbad was mentally ill while he was going to lie, because it was after the NDA Mohbad went to lie. I was not there. That's
what I'm saying because she's trying to discredit everything Mohbad is solid in evidence. Alright? And now Mohbad is not here to defend himself. You understand? So I'm trying to say, but video to leak you, abẹ́rí kankan lórí fóònù Mohbad later on o, ẹ má gbàgbé pé orí Mohbad ò pé o, òun kàn tọ́jú ẹ̀ ni, so that ngbà tó rí ẹ bá wá pé because it appears that Mohbad ní fluctuated capacity. Orí ẹ lè pé ìsìnkú later mọ́.
Okay, hold on, ma. EOD, let me just ask Micee a few questions. Micee,
thank you.
Do you know Abdullah very well, or you just know him at distance?
I know him as Mohbad brother. And
okay, do you know his age? Like, what is his age? Can you say?
I don't really know, because me, as a person now, I used to mind my business and.
Micee, I want to ask you this question. You have the right to answer it, and you have the right to ignore it. Is there anything you can link the death of Mohbad to, like something to point to that is kind of what killed Mohbad? Do you have any idea?
I don't even know, because I wasn't with you throughout.
That's too direct, Westo.
No, I just said, don't worry. I just told him that he might answer it, he might not answer it.
How will you know when he's not with him?
I don't know.
Let me repeat myself again. Micee, is there anything you can link it to or point it to
No, because I've not been with them for a long time. I've not even seen Mohbad for like after I got back from traveling. I've not seen him for like over a year before he died itself. So.
All right, thank you.
So the last time was when he was like a
Mohbad
year.
was said to be living in fear. He doesn't trust anybody. Even when he goes to show or he went to show, they will beat him. He's not, he will be panicking. Sometimes he's, semi-depressed. Sometimes he's fully depressed. Do you have idea of all this? Do you notice it also that he's always living in fear? Like he's panicking everywhere he goes and so on. Do you have any idea?
I don't know. I don't know actually, because all this video of them bullying him that they said some lie, because I never even knew everything was going on like that till that day. The day they posted that video was the only day that I was even surprised that what happened? Why what happened? Why was Sam Larry attacking Mohbad? I don't even know what was going on. I don't know the issue that happened. So I would not even say maybe somebody was making him live in fears or not, because I've not even seen him. I don't usually see him around, because me myself, I distance myself from everyone around him due to everything that was going on there.
Okay, do you know Anya and Prime Boy?
I know Anya so well, and Prime Boy. I would say I know Prime Boy from I know him through Mohbad, because those times we used to go to their wood and all. They used to come around too.
What of she?
SI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you close to Sheyi as well?
Never close to her. I'm not.
Okay. What of Tunde?
Tunde is his manager, a friend. Yeah.
You know him very well.
The name.
And what of C Black?
C Black. Everyone was in Mali and now, so probably it's obvious I know all of them.
Okay. What is the biggest issue you have with Wummi? The biggest or greatest one, the biggest issue you have with Wummi?
I did not have issue with her, but reason why I was so angry about it was because I was like, why if Mohbad could say he didn't mention all those.
I hope you guys can hear.
Why was she setting fight between us? Because I don't know, that wasn't the first time. That was the first time Mohbad actually called me back and said he missed me. That was even when Bella had a tour, and I think he was going for USA tour, and he told me that I should come now, that he wants to go and meet Bella in Ikeja, that we can come back next day, that he wants to go and meet Bella before he travels, which I complied with him, and I said, okay, fine. And I even went for his video shoot, that piece video shoot. And I started going back to my normally. Though I started disassociating myself with him, but it got to one time I looked myself that this guy, even me as a person, for I don't go church, people say they don't tell me say this person way they support, just they support and they go. No, they look say maybe anything where you want to see or you know see, just they do your own for God. That was the reason why I was supporting him. I was not doing it for anything, and I'm not getting anything in return.
Okay, this question is important as well, because it was a comment about you in the court, and the question is, you are the stepmother who was later described as girlfriend, not even a stepmother. What is the relationship between the two of you?
I don't even know the stepmother. I don't know the guy. Like, this thing is so funny. All these people they are mentioning are not. What is my own business with stepmother? What? Okay, tell me what I want to be discussing with the stepmother. Even the father. It was after the Mohbad, I was just trying to console him that they heard everything. I'm sorry about it. I mean, and we don't even talk. I know the father, the concern with people, family, and all. All of them, all of his family, they like me. They used to pray for me because they used to see my movie was so clean. I'm so pure to them. I don't be most funny. So reason why I will always stand on my point that Mohbad will never say me I was having anything with that girl. Why she didn't mention the person Mohbad was accusing that you having? Why is she saying me?
Okay, Pastor, please let me ask Micee this one before I forget, please. I beg of you. Please. Micee, the audio that was leaked between Mohbad and Wummi, what's your relationship with the person that leaked that?
Let me tell you all this. That was a blatant lie. Because the person they were claiming that video was not with her anymore. Since then, this thing was since last year.
Okay, but what's your relationship with that person?
Okay, she was my girl.
Okay, so your girl is a friend with me as well? Because we were told that it was Wummi's friend that recorded.
It was true me. I would say they were friends. They were not really friends like that, because it's true me. It's true me. They met each other. And I cannot say they were friends because they didn't know each other, except that. Yeah.
Okay, is it alright for us to have it on this platform that your girlfriend linked the communication between?
Please power tap, guys. Please power tap. Good morning, everybody.
How did she link it? They should ask her. I think it was I think the way I heard that video, I think she went to hospital when she and Mohbad had issue. She was trying to like settle with Mohbad and trying to show Mohbad she was sick and all. We were not together then. After they are dead.
Okay. You know this person that leaked that video is your relationship or something?
No, she is not the person that linked that video.
Okay, before that video came out, when was the last time your girl had an encounter with Mohbad?
I think September last year we got separated and I traveled together with the girl, so she's not even around when all those things were out. So why is it that she's not with her now? They don't talk, they live together. So how she get the video? They were not together in that hospital. How did she get it? They should ask her that were they together in the hospital? Was she the one that recorded the video? How did she leak it? Did she disappear to her house to send the video to her phone? How did she
So do you know who recorded that video then?
I don't know. Because I'm not with them. How do I know?
Have you got an idea of who leaked the video?
I don't have an idea because I'm not with them. I don't even know. So how do I know?
Alright, what's the carry on? Thank you.
Well, my fear about my page is that I keep getting a notification to press this kind of.
Good morning, everybody. Please power tap if you're on TikTok. Please power tap. Share the live video. Share. Tap. Follow the host. The host will follow you. Please keep tapping, guys. Keep tapping as you are here.
Close up and come back and the rest. But I don't know if I should do okay. Maybe to go off. And I don't think this is necessary because we want to get justice and we need to have results of
I'm very Weston, I'm very sorry if I'm being a bit hard or anyone on here. That's the legal side of me coming to play, to be honest. And if any of you today, you will know the way a lawyer thinks. And now that we have Micee here, and Micee was one of the people that he was actually indicted in court, and that's sitting on Tuesday. So if we have him here, then we should do what we need to. That's one of the things, one of the problems we have in Nigeria. I want to have the question. Thank you.
Alright, who is asking question now? Who?
I want to.
Oh, Melissa.
Who are you asking?
Don't worry, you. She's going to ask a question and direct to the person. You is the job.
Yeah, I want to ask him. Do you think Wummi is aware Mohbad's mom is taking him to altar except for his dad? Or are you the one to bring him to avoid the talk?
I don't know if they've talked about it before because you know woman matter now. And everybody their apartment there. I don't know if they follow each other, if Wummi and the mama follow each other for I don't know if she knows or anything. We all just we went Mohbad's dad Mohbad, we went to even I think probably soon everybody will know the truth, because I think Naira to come online and give his own explanation soon, and how everything goes through. So we just wait to meet Naira that, okay, because they were mentioning that this kind of thing has happened to Mohbad. It has happened to somebody before, and they did this local way which was successful. And okay, we like the idea that okay, we want him to be fine since doctors are not saying anything. And they said we should go take permission from there, that we want to take him to Ikorodu so he can stay at his daddy's place to recover audio issue.
What was Wummi's reaction when you said they want to buy Mohbad's hair?
Yeah, I told her they want to buy. I explained the reason why I said, if you think barbing of this hair or not barbing is the problem, we should take, because if the hair is actually, if it's this type of my hair that has dread or much hair on his hair, I'll say okay, let them do it. But this guy hair not even much. If anything, even if anything they work around that hair, now will say his hair is not much. So I don't know.
Okay, are you also aware where we may have full access to Mohbad's phone or no?
I know that, but there's one point I want to mention, but I'm not even trying to mention until I get to court, because I was even the one that told Mohbad. There was one day she was telling me stuff. I was the one that told Mohbad, this girl hacked your WhatsApp. She has your WhatsApp.
I think you should keep your vital point, please.
Yeah, thank you.
Can I ask you a question before? Because it's after 2 a.m. Where are you?
So apparently, there are different people asking questions.
Please ask your question.
Good morning, everyone. So the person talking, the guy talking, explaining things or answering question is Micee. Micee or Micee is Mohbad's friend. They used to be very close until about like a year ago, when there was an issue between them that he was accused or alleged that he's a snitch. So him and Mohbad went their separate ways. And he's got some evidence with him. There are some of the things. So I don't know how Mr. Westo was able to get him to come on TikTok for them to ask him few questions, most especially when Wummi has mentioned his name. So he's one of the people we are expecting in the inquest now, for him to come and talk on what he knows or how they can put puzzles together to know what happened, or to know a bit about Wummi, Naira Marley, and Mohbad, and maybe Mohbad's parents as well, and some few allegations that they've made towards Wummi. And so some of these people talking, most especially the ladies, they are Mr. Westo's followers who are for justice for Mohbad as well. Some of the questions, to me, my own opinion, they are irrelevant, because what we are after is justice to Mohbad, how we can put the puzzles together, not silly questions. And there are some questions he was not ready to answer. He said until he gets to court. He's got some evidence he's keeping. He's got some information he is keeping. And Mr. Westo happens to be a journalist. I mean, he's a trained, journalist. So there are some of the questions that they've asked the guy, that's Micee, that Mr. Westo has to come in and find a way to moderate it or to stop it. So Mr. Westo is the host, and the person answering question is Micee or Micee. So I hope we understand.
Yeah, I was okay. When apartment at Usapa one day, and he was with his girl. Probably to me, I was just downstairs because when we were in an apartment like that, everybody used to go on with their own activities and just try to relax after all the stress. Because the girl just rushed him downstairs and said, Mohbad is not opening the door. He locked the door. He was trying to go inside and he's not opening the door and he's inside. Like, what is going on? And we all know his situation then. Like, we cannot leave him alone. So I had to like break him down. I broke him down. I was like, Mohbad was trying to like commit suicide. Like, why, bro? Immediately I raised the alarm. Started calling everyone. They called the Malian family. They called Bella. They called everyone. So
which means it was Wummi that saw her husband when he was just committing suicide.
It's not like she saw it. Like, he just locked the door and it did not open. It's so strange. Like, okay, his girl is knocking the door and he could not even open the door. So it's so strange. Like, what is going on? What happened? And that then I felt like was I did something for him. Then I used to like, after the OMD stuff, I used to like carry him around on the streets. Like, he has phobia of when he sees 5 people coming, he can start running. I'll be like, what's going on? But it's so strange of him. Why would you see people like 5 people just come and start running, start feeling like they're after you or something? Then I started taking him to the street. I'll take him to where guys are. They see him, they'll start. I say, you should not run. So sometimes they want to come down for that. I'll tell him, they should chill. They're not doing anything. So I'll even tell him to chill with them so he can feel love. I want him to feel loved by the streets. I want them to feel loved by the street. That was what I was doing then, because I've never seen in those kind of situation before, and it's so strange. And
okay, Micee, you said you knew Mohbad 2017. Was it dating Wummi then?
Yeah, they've been together. They've been together for a long time.
Okay. Now you posted something on Instagram, which I really got baffled and I got irritated by Wummi. You posted that Wummi and the manager, they are into lesbianism. How true is that?
Nothing about that actually.
You said?
Someone gave me that information. I actually did not make that allegation against. I was just explaining what somebody told me, and it's not that
because the reason why I'm actually asking you that question is because when you were narrating it, when you posted it on Instagram, you said that same she sports lighter life. She didn't promote lighter. And then you even said that even in the front of me, in her presence, you would tell her to her face that she is screwing the manager.
Please, I was asking question before something happened, please.
Please, EOD, hold on. Let Asha finish, then you can continue so that it is going to her line. Asha, please go ahead. So after then. Yeah.
Because when I went to your Instagram page, because I'm a fan of yours, I know you took Mohbad in Mohbad's video. So when I went, because we actually had a video or music for Mohbad, Peace and Beast, and where he was supposed to add you and Naira's name, and then he removed your name. So, and you explained to us that you guys had issues in between you guys. But the allegation of the fact that she happens to be a lesbian with the manager, when you stated this, you were not
put waiting no before my own neck.
I get your screenshot though. I screenshot them.
I was not making that my point. You have screenshots of what you can provide.
Of the fact that she is a lesbian, because I'm angry at her.
No. I never posted anything about listening anonymous.
Okay. And you also posted that it was, you said you were the one, and I like the fact that you now say it was Wummi because you said you were the one who walked into the house, in Bella's house, and found Mohbad wanted to commit suicide.
Not Bella's house, we were in apartments in Mosapa, and Wummi came to meet me that Mohbad is not opening the door, that he's trying to like get into the room. Mohbad is not opening.
Let me read what you posted for you. You said, when Mo wanted to commit suicide, I was the one who broke into his room and called everyone.
Yeah, can you not understand my explanation with the
okay.
I said the girl came to meet me that Mohbad is not opening the room door, which I broke into the room.
Okay. And then again, in your post on Instagram, you said Wummi happens to be a very fetish lady. That on several occasions, her husband has told you he got several things on her, several fetish things on her. How true is that?
All these things are supposed to be cut out with the talk about. So.
Okay. No problem. We appreciate that. And then one more thing. I'm sorry, I'll leave now. One more thing.
So people will not think I'm lying.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
If you found one ring suspicious, which the ring was, and the next day she introduced one vendor to her that she purchased the ring from her, which that one said the ring was just on the ring and all that. So I know nothing about that.
Yesterday, and I like the fact that among all Mohbad's friends, you are the only person coming out to stand for the justice for Mohbad. We appreciate that from you, trust me. Now, yesterday, you posted it. You were very furious when she called your name at the court. And you said you are ready to stand in the front at the court and tell the court the name of the person that Mohbad told you was screwing Wummi right under the Maya's house.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, which means Mohbad confided in you and told you that's how close you guys are. Now, all those while that you were helping Mohbad, you were taking Mohbad everywhere, was it before the Marian's house or after?
It was after NDLA.
Okay. So after the NDLA, also, I'm sorry, NDLA happened at August, right?
NDLA, I will need to check the date. I don't actually remember.
Okay, because I know NDLA happened before he left the Marian's house, isn't it?
Yes.
Which means he left Marian's house by October. So, which means Mohbad has left the Marian's house before he announced it to us that he has left the Marian's house.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, he left the man.
Now, all this while, where was Wummi?
I don't understand this. No, where was Wummi? After he left the Mania house.
Yeah, after all the period when you were taking him around.
I think Mo did not really trust her because it was that night before the NDLA came and know the allegation of her having something, having affairs with blah 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 blah. So I think she's not comfortable more like Mohbad was not even like comfortable with her anymore due to all those things that he was telling me and all. So she wasn't. She was just at the apartment. She was at the apartment now. Everyone was at the apartment. They settled everything that was.
Okay. So which means it was after he left that you just stay away from him.
Before he left Maria Music, that was when I stayed away from. Even the day he went to Maria's house. The day that incident occurred, his brother called me. I was not there. His brother called me. I was in. Then I drove down there. I did not meet him. He already left. I started calling his number. I used like almost 2 to 3 days searching for him. I didn't want to go to his house because I don't know what they have in mind. Because I don't know. Everyone keeps saying snitch that, snitch this, snitch that. They forgot even me.
I have management deal with Brothers Record, which is under Mania Music itself. So all this one they are just saying stitch and snitch. Everyone was together, and I never have issue with Nera. And
Hello, please be power tapping, please. Power tap. Thanks for coming. Please power tap justice for Mohbad, please. If you're on Twitter, please share this live stream. Power tap everyone. Please power tap. Let's continue, guys. Keep tapping, guys. Keep tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Give the host, share the video, follow me, and I'll follow you back. Please keep tapping. Tap the screen.
so yeah, I cannot say I don't know what happened between. Though I have everything that happened between Mohbad and that made him go to the Mania house. I have the WhatsApp chat. So when I go to see the WhatsApp chat, I was like, if I was with him, I'm sure all these things will not even happen.
Let's take the light to 1K. Let's take it to 1K, guys. Please, we have 15 people watching. 16 people watching. Please, everybody keep tapping. Good morning, Mr. Ojo. Everybody keep tapping, please. Keep tapping. Tap, 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 tap. Let's take the light to 1K, please. Tap, 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 tap. Keep tapping. Share, share, share. Let's listen to Micee. So let's get some things from him, okay? So that we can analyze it later. Please tap, tap, tap. Thank you.
Because I think anybody, if you are abusing somebody, the person to have right to abuse themselves, to abuse their own back. And you as a celebrity, there are some actually that you just need to like overlook. You don't need to go physically to fight it. Like why were you saying this to me? Why was I there like
Okay. So please, Mr. Rusha to Mohbad.
Barusha is from the mother's side, so.
Okay, so he's a cousin to Mohbad.
I don't really actually know. I don't really go.
Yeah, okay. Because you posted something as well on the Instagram where you said you happened to be there the day that Rusha slapped Wummi. They said it that it's still video and never told you he got
Hello, I don't go answer your question. Can I please digest, please? You said it. Where were you getting all the
I follow you well, I'm your fans, I follow you from there.
Can I please interject, please? Can I please interject, Micee?
Please, can you hold on? I want to ask her something.
No, Micee. I'm just going to give you a counsel now.
Like, hold on.
I just want to give you a counsel, to be honest.
I'm listening to you.
I didn't mention. I beg, don't put anything when up in my own for bad time. Don't say I was present. I don't know where you are saying. Maybe it's for a fake page. You are covering all this information. I don't know. Because it will never be on my. I did not post anything. I wasn't there. I will not write it that I was there. So don't.
Who got pregnant during Malia's, please?
Are you going to let me talk, West, or you just drop me, please? West, are you going to let me speak, or you drop me, please? Hello? Do you want me to speak, or you want to drop me?
Hello, please. There's a sensitive thing here that I need to clear quickly. Please. It's a very, very sensitive thing. Micee, I love the fact that Aisha is coming with things she got from your Instagram account.
Don't say she got it from my Instagram because some of these things she's saying, the one she got from my Instagram, you can see I'm actually giving an answer, but the one she's not saying on my page, I will actually tell you it's not from my page.
Sorry, Mike, give me just a couple of minutes. I want to go back to your Instagram account and I want to read it out. I'm still here. And and it is on your official page.
Hello, hold on, guys, hold on. Micee, you said you have an Instagram account that belongs to you. Is that correct? And she has read something that is from that Instagram account which you agreed to. Is that correct?
So that was, but this particular one she said that I'm not agreeing to it because
Alright. Now she said she's reading everything from your Instagram account. Now what I want to say is that all the things she's asking you that she says she's reading from your Instagram account, you just said now that it is not everything that is from your Instagram account. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Because I never some things on myself.
Okay. Meaning that it's not everything that she's asking you that she says she's reading from your Instagram account, not everything is correct. That is what you're saying.
She's throwing one question that which I'm opposing. I'm not the one that posted that thing.
Alright, thank you. At that stage, I want us to get a clarification. Aisha, can you please ask the question again so that we can be sure if the question is correct?
Okay, I asked you a question about when Mohbad was committing suicide, and you said that you were the one who first the door opened, which I agree with you. And that was the similar thing you said on your Instagram when I'm reading to it now. You said when Mo wanted to commit suicide, I was the one who broke into the room and I called everyone, including Malians and that Bella. When they talk like say he don't did there, when they try to end himself, then they put an emoji at break. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Now give me another Mr. West of Side. I was for that direction aspect.
That Darusha aspect, let me give you hint on it. It was that day that Mohbad did that live video. That so for me to clarify that, you should know I'm still in NDLA custody. I'm in NDLA custody, and what happened that night at that hospital? Some of my brother were around there, so they saw everything that was going on, which Mohbad was requesting for his WhatsApp and all that. I wasn't present there. So
Micee, should I say something I am not comfortable with about this interactive session? There is a particular part that was read out by Aisha. Aisha, thank you for coming up with all these things on the Instagram page. Thank you. Yes, thank you. God bless you. Please. There is a particular thing that Aisha read from your Instagram account. You confirmed that it was true, but you don't have fact, but you just posted it because someone said it. So you were repeating.
but that night, not that someone said one of even the person that received the slap, the slap was meant to hit the girlfriend. The person that received the slap was Buki, which is her friend. Because that one even reports the issue that that was when I knew all this stuff. So
Micee, let me clear this issue. There are two things here. The first one is the part that Sheyi and Wummi were practicing lesbianism. You said that is just something you had that you don't have evidence. You just posted it because you had it. That's one. Two is a part of slap that Darusha slapped Wummi. You said that one is also not correct. That truly you posted it, but it is not also correct.
I'm not saying that is not also correct, because there are these people that are there, and if they get to bring it up as a point, I think they can come out as an evidence to like. So I don't even want to know, because all these people now, they can start talking to them and saying that, telling them not to give in about the whole issue. So I think all these things should be analyzed in court. Yeah.
All right, no problem. Is there any other person that wants to ask me something?
Please, just 1 minute. I need to comment, please. I've got just 2 questions, and I'm gonna go bed.
Okay.
Because I'm in court first thing this morning. Okay, ma'am. Number one thing I will say to the man on the phone now, Micee, think you are treading on the wrong path. This is from me to you, and this is my tiny cent that I can give to you.
Well, on what aspect?
Okay, you are looking forward to be invited by court, and you are here, and all of these things are playing up. You are putting yourself in a very, very terrible situation.
EOD, hold on.
That's just an advice. No, can I just finish? Let me just finish.
If you ask me a question, I will.
Let me just finish. I'm gonna leave. Let me just say.
I'm not disregarding any of my words, and I will not.
I'm not saying you are disregarding. I'm saying.
I'm not saying I will accept any of the things that.
I don't even think we should be saying this statement to him that he's treading on a dangerous path, because at the end of the day, if brave enough to come out, because my question to him was, why do you want justice for Mohbad? But if you're saying you're advising him that he's treading on a dangerous path, so others wouldn't have that courage to come out to speak. Yeah, if he's close to Mohbad, either way, he's brave enough to come out and speak whatever he knows or whatever he doesn't know. Yeah, I think we should applaud him for that. Being brave enough to come out. I don't know what he's been saying. In his own statement, we're not here.
Hold on, Queen B.
So,
Hold on, Queen B. When we talk about fact findings and looking for justice, I don't think the bold person who is ready to clear himself, either true or false, but bold enough to come out to say his mind, should be discouraged. And I don't say that. You see, these things are public things. They are not hidden. Whether we wait for court or not, a lot of things are out there. You can see the way Aisha is reading out facts and figures. Now, we are saying, I'm coming, hold on, Queen B. We are saying that people that are directly connected to a case should come and use their mouth to say their story. And we want to be discouraging some of these people because court is yet to invite them. They are going to talk. Once they talk, then we will hear what they say. We are looking for justice. We have a sleepless night. And should we now say that? Now, I don't understand why some people should say that we should not allow some people to talk because court is yet to invite or not invite. For crying out loud, the court that is inviting them is just a coroner inquest. It's not a criminal court.
Yeah. I'm not saying I love Aisha's question to him. What I don't want that POG to say is to say to Micee that he's putting himself on a dangerous path.
Queen B, hold on. If not for Aisha, some of these sensitive questions, even me, I don't have time to ask because I am not on his IG, but someone is on his IG, bringing facts and figure to ask questions, and the person that is responding is also responding. The ones that he doesn't want to answer, he said it by himself that he will not want to answer that part. That is clarification. That is detail. Why should we not discourage? Let me say something.
I'm happy with that.
Queen D, hold on. Let me land. I don't like interruption, sorry. If we are not looking for justice, let us know we are not looking for justice. Let us not discourage. If it is a criminal court that is set up, a court that can convict, I can agree to say, okay, Micee, you may just wait for court. But this is coroner inquest, fact findings. Even during the last press conference by the lawyers, they said anyone, anywhere, any platform that facts can come from, that details can come from, that anybody who have evidence of Mohbad can come from, they should be free to help this investigation. This is part of the work. I know quite some numbers of lawyers that are already in this case. This is Micee saying something. It's just for me to put my pen and paper and jot some things down. Micee came to my page, gave his own narration, waiting for court to come and repeat the same thing. This is what and what and what and what he said. Is it not part of fact findings? Why should we be discouraging boldness? Why should we be discouraging people that are making themselves available for this process? Should we now say someone is shooting himself to come and claim himself outside there? Baba Mohbad did the same thing. A lawyer, 2-3 lawyers have come to this page. Here is Micee coming again. If tomorrow, if Wummi is willing to come, he'll come. If she's not willing to come, she can stay. I don't like the line of argument that we should not encourage details. Please, Micee, whether you are saying the truth, whether you are telling the lies, I give it to you and I respect your confidence. And I respect the fact that you are one of the friends of Mohbad that is bold enough to come out to talk. That doesn't mean you are right. That doesn't mean you are wrong with your statement. But the fact that you are coming to at least say something in line with, in the part of getting justice for Mohbad is a plus for you, from me. So I want to encourage you to say what is sayable, what is talkable, and what is explainable. And anyone you're not willing to talk about, you have the right to say you don't want to answer it.
No, so why is this lady trying to do a statement I wasn't even saying?
No, I'm sorry. No. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm very sorry. See, I am here for Mohbad. I am here for the justice of Mohbad. Now, if I am going to go, because naturally, I am mad at me for the fact that she took her husband to the hospital. Okay? But if I'm going to stand on that, we need facts on it. You stated something on your Instagram when you said, Darosha, lies, say, you yourself never tell me, say, waiting I don't sacrifice for Mohbad. You know sure, say you do. I beg, talk and make a hear. I know they wait for payback. Only God they reward me. You feel say your own car.
Yes. He actually told me all that.
You posted that, right?
Yes, I told him after me and Mohbad separated, I called him one day that all of these things that none of you guys were even calling to ask what really happened. You guys know how we close, and I explained why I feel like it wasn't right, and the Ocean said in he was feeling correct. Me selling my own car to for him to get a ticket to come outside that Malia music shit. All those things. Not be say I don't fit talk out for his face so.
I will see guy. We appreciate the fact say inside everybody when they call themselves by that guy friend. Now only you they come outside do. You are the only person talking to us, still giving us audience. Now, that very day you posted that, you now posted again, you said, make Darosha swear with a lie, say he no slap on me for hospital. Let's say, come ask me for that chat box, say, Darosha, you can say, when Mohbad make him collect an old WhatsApp phone, you can't even talk and say, that when we have to call the mom had to come and challenge Darosha, say, why you go slap him picking? Is that true?
That was when we were in that apartment, when I got back, so the issue I think it escalated. The slap didn't meet the girl. I think I was not there. I was still at NDLA. According to when somebody that was around me in the apartment, so they were just saying this because Mohbad requested his WhatsApp phone, and I don't know why she did not even provide the phone to her, which Mohbad told Darosha to ask the WhatsApp phone, and I don't know. They said Darosha tried to slap me, and the slap met her friends, and that friend even said with her home and all those things is not right. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Why would he do such? They were just angry about it, which
Mohbad, because Mohbad happens to be your friend who confides in you. Because most of the things I don't ask you for here, you stand on top, say yes, you talk on. And I appreciate that fact. Mohbad get plenty friend. But even the wife talk with her mouth, say you are very close to her husband. Say you are close well, which means that only you in that will pass inside a parties. Now, you say Mohbad tell you say his wife, na voodoo, na she's very fetish. He catch some kind things from his hands. How true is that?
She cannot deny it now. She even brought one vendor to us that the vendor should come and testify if the ring was ordinary or not. Which I was always this girl. I was always citing her out because I never even know she was this deep. When all these stuffs are not even in Malia house. It was I didn't get to. I don't know why they kept all those things there for her because there was a day in Malia house they saw Calabash with her. Which I didn't know till one very day they started talking about it after the whole NDLA issue and all. They started, I was like, fuck, I was like, I don't even know about all these things before. I even they feel shame, say, so some things even they happen with myself, I don't even know.
Please, I want you. Okay. How long then? Will we live Malian's house for how long?
Since throughout Mohbad was there and she was there throughout.
Can you guys confirm what I said earlier on now? Alright.
Because she said she just met Malian and Naira Marley last year during a daily time. That was her first time. That was what she said in court.
She said she never lives in Malian's house.
Malian's house.
But they have been we've seen videos.
She cannot deny that to us because we saw her picture, we saw her video.
Video
when she was fighting with the
of 2021.
Can I have 1 minute, please? 1 minute just to say this. Am I?
Yeah, the time don't they go like this and me all these things like it's making me to drag my own points, like the point I need to provide in at the court. So
don't worry. Micee, let's do it this way. I understand you and of course I know it's not all questions you may want to answer, but the part that you want to clarify yourself in some of the things that are already in public is not a big deal. You granted Very Dark Man an interview, and I...
Hello guys, sorry, I was off here. For those who maybe you guys joined later, I did explain earlier that I was on TikTok. Well, now it's few hours now, but it was as soon as I came off TikTok, I came straight online. So this happened, I think, within 2 hours. I don't even know what the time is. Between two hours or 2 hours plus, that it was done live on TikTok, about 2 hours or either more or less. Because as soon as I come off TikTok, I sat down and I came online. Because it was as soon as Micee left TikTok, he went offline with them. That's when I left. Because I just wanted to hear what he has got to say. So for those who were not here, I did explain earlier. So you need to listen to the beginning, what I did explain. That Micee, who is Mohbad's friend, Mr. Westo invited him to his platform, which he granted, and they were able to ask him a couple of questions. Some of the questions are what Wummi, said about him, alleged, that he said or not to believe him or whatever. And I think soon he's going to be summoned to the inquest to say his own part of the story. And also some of the things he kept on his IG page, and also some of the things when Very Dark Man linked up with him, where what he said when he was with Very Dark Man, just general questions as well. Thank you.
Know that you would have done more if you have been invited, and you volunteered. I'm coming. You volunteered to come on today. It's not as if anyone dragged you. That shows that you really have things to say, and you are so bold and so confident. I am not a judge here, and nobody is a judge. People are just curious, the same way you are curious to know one or two things. So when people now think that the fact that you are saying one or two things about the case is a big deal, I don't think what you are saying started from my page. You've done some on your Instagram page, you've granted Very Dark Man an interview, you volunteer yourself to also clear yourself here, which is good for the process. So those people that can judge or that knows how to judge, or probably the court can now put one or two dots together to connect to the path of justice. And that is not in any way a big deal. And those people, yes, sir.
One question is, okay, after all of these things, was all these things that lead to his death, if I may ask?
Which one? You see,
I'm just asking because I think
What did you say?
I think we are not getting to ask the right question. What we're seeking for justice for Mohbad, right? Let's ask him.
That's the question I want to ask you, right?
Hello. You see, I have asked you. I said, is there anything you think or you connect the death of Mohbad to that you think that killed Mohbad? You said you don't know because you were not part of them, you were not in the house. And it's been a long time that you've seen Mohbad. Even after you traveled and come back, you did not see Mohbad. That answers it. And the right question has been asked the wife too, that what do you think that killed your husband? She says she doesn't know, that she wants to rely on autopsy, and that is kind of not a good answer to me. And this is what we are doing, and we need people that are having information just like.
Hello guys, please let's do the tap please. Let's tap guys. Tap the screen. One thing me I don't understand, why is Wummi always telling people not to believe Mohbad's friend? At first she said they should not believe what's the name of Prime Boy. Now it's Micee. Why is she always saying that? Oh wow. So let's keep tapping guys. Tap the screen. Let's continue with this interview. You can see some things that he's saying is good morning ma. So you can see some things that the guy is saying, because I'm washing my bedroom and I'm listening in the other side, so that's why I came to the parlor to come and answer, to come and there's something that the girlfriend said, this Micee girlfriend that came out a few weeks ago on Anti-Jesse, a Bookie Jesse platform. There's something that he said that this guy also said as well. Okay, well, let's keep on watching. Please tap the screen guys. Tap. Let's take this like to 2,000 please. We are more than how many minutes here now? More than 1 hour, I beg. Let's take it to 2,000. Everybody please keep tapping. Please keep tapping. Tap the screen please. Share this video. Tap. Follow me and I will follow you back. Give the host as well. Thank you.
You to lead us to the right of path of justice. How do we get justice? How do we know what came about? This thing you said is the same thing we are saying, and we are worried as well. So we really need to know. And who is that person that will give us that answer? We don't know you.
The people that can give which yeah.
Mohbad, because Mohbad happens to be your friend who confides in you. Because most of the things I don't ask you for here, you stand on top, say yes, you talk on, and I appreciate that fact. Mohbad get plenty friend, but even the wife talk out with her mouth, say you are very close to her husband. Say you are close relationship, which means now only you in that will pass. It's how it parties. Now you say Mohbad tell you say in wife now voodoo, now she's very fetish. He cash some kind of things from your hands. How true is that?
She cannot deny it. She even brought one vendor to us that the vendor should come and testify if the ring was ordinary or not. Which I was always this girl. I was always citing her out because I never even knew she's this deep. When all these stuffs are not even in Malia.
I don't understand voodoo at that small tender age. Wummi, you carry voodoo, kayamata. Hey, what? Hey, okuya.
it was I didn't get to. I don't know why they kept all those things there for her, because there was a day in Malia house they met they saw Calabash with her, which I didn't know till one very day they started talking about it after the whole NDLA issue and all. They started, I was like fuck, I was like, I don't even know about all these things before. I even they feel shit, yeah. So some things even they happen with myself, I don't even know.
Please, I want you. Okay. How long then? Will we live in Malian's house for how long?
Since throughout Mohbad was there and she was there throughout.
Can you guys confirm what I said there?
Please keep tapping. If you're on TikTok, please keep tapping, please. If you want us to continue with this interview, please keep tapping. Please tap. If you're on Facebook as well, tap. YouTube, tap. Like the screen, share this video. I'm not seeing any like in the house, please. Let's take the like to 2K. Like the screen, guys. Keep tapping. Guys, tap the screen. You are not tapping. If you don't like the video, we'll end it here. We'll call it a day. We'll come on another day. Maybe after church tomorrow. Continue with the video. Because you guys are not tapping, you're just sitting and watching and enjoying. Let's keep tapping. It's not hard. Now either you tap or you give the host so that they will not flag the page.
No. Alright.
Because she said she just met Malian and Naira Marley last year during a daily time. That was her first time. That was what she said in court.
Because she never lives in Malian's house.
Malian's house. But they have been she cannot deny that to us because we saw her picture, we saw her video. When she was fighting with the
from 2021.
Can I have 1 minute, please? 1 minute just to say this.
Yeah, the time don't they go like this, and me, all these things now is making me to grab my own point, like the point I need to provide in the court. So
don't worry, Micee, let's do it this way. I understand you, and of course, I know it's not all questions you may want to answer, but the part that you want to clarify yourself in some of the things that are already in public is not a big deal. You granted Very Dark Man an interview, and
Hello guys, sorry, I was off here. For those who maybe you guys joined later, I did explain earlier that I was on TikTok. Well, now it's few hours now, but it was as soon as I came off TikTok, I came straight online. So this happened, I think, within 2 hours. I don't even know what the time is. Between two hours or 2 hours plus. That it was done live on TikTok. About 2 hours or either more or less. Because as soon as I come off TikTok, I sat down and I came online. Because it was as soon as Micee left TikTok, he went offline with them. That's when I left. But I just wanted to hear what he has got to say. So for those who were not here, I did explain earlier. So you need to listen to the beginning, what I did explain. That Micee, who is Mohbad's friend, Mr. Westo invited him to his platform, which he granted, and they were able to ask him a couple of questions. Some of the questions are what Wummi, said about him, alleged, that he said or not to believe him or whatever. And I think soon he's going to be summoned to the inquest to say his own part of the story. And also some of the things he kept on his IG page, and also some of the things when Very Dark Man linked up with him, where what he said when he was with Very Dark Man, and just general questions as well. Thank you.
Know that you would have done more if you have been invited, and I'm coming. You volunteered to come on today. It's not as if anyone dragged you. That shows that you really have things to say, and you are so bold and so confident. I'm not a judge here, and nobody is a judge. People are just curious, the same way you are curious to know one or two things. So when people now think that the fact that you are saying one or two things about the case is a big deal, I don't think what you are saying started from my page. You've done some on your Instagram page. You've granted very dark interview. You volunteer yourself to also clear yourself here, which is good for the process. So those people that can judge or that knows how to judge, or probably the court can now put one or two dots together to connect to the path of justice. And that is not in any way a big deal. For those people, yes, sir.
One question is, okay, after all of these things, was all these things that lead to his death, if I may ask?
Which one? You see,
I'm just asking because I think we are not getting to ask the right question. What we're seeking for justice for Mohbad, right? Let's ask him.
That's the question I want to ask you, right?
Hello. You see, I have asked you. I said, is there anything you think or you connect the death of Mohbad to that you think that killed Mohbad? You said you don't know because you were not part of them, you were not in the house, and it's been a long time that you've seen Mohbad. Even after you traveled and come back, you did not see Mohbad. That answers it. And the right question has been asked the wife too, that what do you think that killed your husband? She says she doesn't know, that she wants to rely on autopsy, and that is kind of not a good answer to me. And this is what we are doing, and we need people that are having information just like you to lead us to the right of path of justice. How do we get justice? How do we know what came over? This thing you said is the same thing we are saying, and we are worried as well. So we really need to know, and who is that person that will give us that answer? We don't know.
The people that can give the answer were all the old people that were with him. Let's just say 72 hours before his death. So they all should put every one of them together and ask questions. I think if any point is against each other, we will all know. They just need to put all of them in one place and start asking all of them one question one by one. All those people that were with him 72 hours. Because this guy here, this pending guy, is still in party till now. Still in party. That guy was just like me too. Was just rendering help, supporting a brother. It's not like they are doing it for anything.
You mean prime boy?
And I'm not talking about prime, but I'm talking about spending.
Okay, the arrested Spending.
Spending has been in party for over more than a month now.
The one that called the nurse.
Yes, he even told me he gave them the number. That's what he told me. He said he gave them the number, not like he.
Yes, he's not the one that called the nurse. He's a DJ.
You're asking questions.
Yes, he only gave the number, but DJ connected the number and did follow up on the nurse. That is correct, yes. Okay, my last question. With your experience in Malian House and kind of things you and Mohbad have done together, was there a time that Mohbad and Wummi were living in Malian House? Did they live there? Did Wummi live in their house?
They need to answer this question. Like, can she come here to say she's not living in my house?
She said she did not know Mali and
and they should ask her, where was she staying? Was she not staying with Mohbad? If she's staying with Mohbad, probably they are staying in Mali house, because not until last year Mohbad left that place.
Okay, sorry, let me repeat the question. Now, let me say what Wummi said. Wummi said she did not know anyone called Malian until the issue of NDLA. That she did not have any encounter with Malian.
She even the person who they play with Naira why is she learning all those facts? She knows Naira very well.
Hold on. Micee, I have to say that you said you know her in Malia house that she lived there. She said she did not live there, that she did not even know anyone called Mali until the issue of NDLA.
I disagree with that, and I can confirm that. I totally disagree with that.
All right, thank you. That's my last question, and I don't know if other people want to ask you a question.
I'm very sorry, to be honest.
What did I just hear? I don't understand. Wummi said she was not living with Mohbad in Malia's house. I love the question, the answer that Micee gave to Westo, or the person that was asking. Say if she was not living with living in Mohbad's in Malia's house, where was she living then? Wummi, where were you living? Hey, Jesus, yeah. Now wow. Who by that dundun guy? Who by Mohbad? Who off the lights? You're not living with Malians. You're not living with Mohbad. Where were you living there? Nice question. Please keep tapping, guys. Keep tapping. Tap the screen. Like the screen, guys. Like the screen. Follow the host. Let me just take it back a little bit so that you will hear again. Sorry for interrupting you guys.
Please, Micee, whether you are saying the truth, whether you are telling the lies, I give it to you and I respect your confidence. And I respect the fact that you are one of the friends of Mohbad that is bold enough to come out to talk. That doesn't mean you are right. That doesn't mean you are wrong with your statement. But
please tap the screen, guys. Please share this video. TikTok, please keep tapping.
That you are coming to at least say something in line with, in the part of getting justice for Mohbad is a plus for you, from me. So I want to encourage you to say what is sayable, what is talking.
Let me just read this comment out. It said, Wummi is fetish. Her performance at Mohbad's graveyard said it all. Are you still doubting that? What about the white cloth being thrown on the grave? Kudos to you, Micee, for asking the interviewer the cocoa question in all of these questions being asked. Is that what by Mohbad in the house? Let's listen.
And what is explainable? And anyone you're not willing to talk about, you have the right to say you don't want to answer it.
Oh, no. So why is this lady trying to bring up statement I wasn't even saying?
No, I'm sorry. No. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm very sorry. See, I am here for Mohbad. I am here for the justice of Mohbad. Now, if I am going to go, because naturally I am mad at me for the fact that she take her husband to the hospital. Okay, but if I'm going to stand on that, we need facts on it. You stated something on your Instagram where you said, Darosha, lies, say, you yourself never tell me, say, waiting I don't sacrifice for Mohbad. You not sure, say you do. I beg, talk and make a hear. I know they wait for payback. Only God they reward me. You feel say your own car.
Yes. He actually told me all that.
You posted that, right?
I told him after me and Mohbad separated, I called him up all of these things that none of you guys were even calling to ask what really happened. You guys know how we close, and I explained why I feel like it wasn't right, and the Ocean said he was feeling correct. Me selling my own car to for him to get a ticket to come outside that Malia music shit. All those things. And not be say I don't fit talk out for his face so.
I will see, guy. We appreciate the fact say inside everybody when they call themselves that guy friend. Now only you they come outside do. You are the only person talking to us, still giving us audience. Now, that very day you posted that, you now posted again, you said, make Darosha swear with a lie, say he no slap on me for hospital. Yes. They come ask me for that chat box, say, Darosha, because say, when Mohbad make him collect an old WhatsApp phone, you can't even talk and say, That when we have to call the mom had to come and challenge Darusha, say why you was slapping Pikin. Is that true?
Yeah, that was when we were in that apartment, when I got back, so the issue, I think it escalated. The slap didn't meet the girl. I think I was not there. I was still at NDLU. According to the girl, when somebody that was around me in the apartment, so they were just saying this because Mohbad requested his WhatsApp phone, and I don't know why she did not even provide the phone to her, and which Mohbad told Darusha to ask the WhatsApp phone, and I don't know. They said Darusha tried to slap me, and the slap made her friends. And that friend even said with her home and all those things is not right. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Why would he do such? They were just angry about it, which yeah.
Mohbad, because Mohbad happens to be your friend who confides in you. Because most of the things where I don't ask you for here, you stand on top, say yes, you talk on. And I appreciate that fact. Mohbad get plenty friend. But even the wife talking with her mouth, say you are very close to her husband. Say you are close well, which means now only you eat that will pass inside a parties. Now, you say Mohbad tell you say in wife, now voodoo, now she's very fetish. He cash some kind of things from the hands. How true is that?
She cannot deny it now. She even brought one vendor to us that the vendor should come and testify if the ring was ordinary or not. Which I was always this girl. I was always siding her out because I never even know she's this deep. When all these stuffs are not even in Maria's house. It was I didn't get to it. I don't know why they kept all those things there for her, because there was a day in Maria's house they saw Calabash with her, which I didn't know till one very day they started talking about it after the whole NDLA issue and all. They started, I was like fuck, I was like, I don't even know about all these things before. I even they feel shame, say so some things even they happen with myself, I don't even know.
Please, I want you. Okay. How long then? Will we live in Malian's house for how long?
Since throughout Mohbad was there and she was there throughout.
Can you guys confirm what I said earlier on now? Alright.
Because she said she just met Malian and Naira Marley last year during a daily time. That was her first time. That was what she said in court.
She said she never lives in Malian's house.
Malian's house.
But
we cannot deny that to us because we saw a picture, we saw a video.
Video of 2021.
Can I have 1 minute, please? 1 minute just to say this.
The time don't they go like this, and me all these things that is making me to drag my own points, like the point I need to provide in at the court. So
don't worry, Micee, let's do it this way. I understand you, and of course, I know it's not all questions you may want to answer, but the part that you want to clarify yourself in some of the things that are already in public is not a big deal. You granted Very Dark Man an interview.
Hello guys, sorry, I was off here. For those who maybe you guys joined later, I did explain earlier that I was on TikTok. Well, now it's few hours now, but it was as soon as I came off TikTok, I came straight online. So this happened, I think, within 2 hours. I don't even know what the time is, between 2 hours or 2 hours plus, and that it was done live on TikTok, about 2 hours or either more or less, because as soon as I come off TikTok, I sat down and I came online, because it was as soon as Micee left TikTok, he went offline with them. That's when I left, because I just wanted to hear what he has got to say. So for those who were not here, I did explain earlier. So you need to listen to the beginning, what I did explain. That Micee, who is Mohbad's friend, Mr. Westo invited him to his platform, which he granted, and they were able to ask him a couple of questions. Some of the questions are what Wummi, said about him, alleged, that he said or not to believe him or whatever. And I think soon he's going to be summoned to the inquest to say his own part of the story. And also some of the things he kept on his IG page, and also some of the things when Very Dark Man linked up with him, where what he said when he was with Very Dark Man, and just general questions as well. Thank you.
Know that you would have done more if you have been invited, and I'm coming. You volunteered to come on today. It's not as if anyone dragged you. That shows that you really, really have things to say, and you are so bold and so confident. I am not a judge here, and nobody is a judge. People are just curious, the same way you are curious to know one or two things. So when people now think that the fact that you are saying one or two things about the case is a big deal, I don't think what you are saying started from my page. You've done some on your Instagram page, you've granted Very Dark Man an interview, you volunteer yourself to also clear yourself here, which is good for the process. So those people that can judge or that knows how to judge, or probably the court can now put one or two dots together to connect to the path of justice. And that is not in any way a big deal. And those people, yes sir.
One question is, okay, after all of these things, was all these things that lead to his death, if I may ask?
Which one? You see,
I'm just asking because I think
What did you say?
I think we are not getting to ask the right question. What we're seeking for justice for Mohbad, right? Let's ask him.
That's the question I want to ask you, right?
hello. You see, I have asked you. I said, is there anything you think or you connect the death of Mohbad to that you think that killed Mohbad? You said you don't know because you were not part of them, you were not in the house, and it's been a long time that you've seen Mohbad. Even after you traveled and come back, you did not see Mohbad. That answers it. And the right question has been asked the wife too, that what do you think that killed your husband? She said she doesn't know, that she wants to rely on autopsy, and that is kind of not a good answer to me. And this is what we are doing, and we need people that are having information just like you to lead us to the right of path of justice. How do we get justice? How do we know what came over? This thing you said is the same thing we are saying, and we are worried as well. So we really need to know. And who is that person that will give us that answer? We don't know.
The people that can give the answer were all the old people that were with him. Let's just say 72 hours before his death. So they all should put every one of them together and ask questions. I think if any point is against each other, we will all know. They just need to put all of them in one place and start asking all of them one question one by one. All those people that were with him 72 hours. Because this guy here, this spending guy, is still in party till now. Still in party. That guy was just like me too. Was just rendering help, supporting a brother. It's not like they are doing it for anything.
You mean prime boy?
And I'm not talking about prime, but I'm talking about spending.
Okay, the arrested spending.
Spending has been in party for over more than a month now.
The one that called the nurse.
Yes, he even told me he gave them the number. That's what he told me. He said he gave them the number, not like he.
Yes, it's not the one that called the nurse. It's a DJ.
You're asking questions.
Okay.
Yes, he only gave the number, but DJ collected the number and did follow up on the nurse. That is correct, yes. Okay, my last question. With your experience in Malia House and kind of things you and Mohbad have done together, was there a time that Mohbad and Wummi were living in Malian House? Did Wummi live in their house?
need to answer this question. Like, can she come here to say
But
she
they've
does not live in
asked her
my
now.
house? How is
She
that?
said she did not know Mali and she don't know.
And then she asked her, where was she staying? Was she not staying with Mohbad? If she's staying with Mohbad, probably they are staying in Mali's house because not until last year Mohbad left that place.
Okay, sorry. Let me repeat the question. Now let me say what Wummi said. Wummi said she did not know anyone called Malian until the issue of NDLA. That she did not have any encounter with Malian.
She even the person where they play with Naira why is she learn all those facts? She knows Naira very well.
They said
So why
that
is
Wummi
Hold on. Micee, I have to say that you said you know her in Malia house that she lived there. She said she did not live there, that she did not even know anyone called Mali until the issue of NDLA.
I disagree with that, and I can confront that. I totally disagree with that.
All right, thank you. That's my last question, and I don't know if other people want to ask you a question.
I'm very sorry. To be honest, I think
Before we go, did Mohbad have hypertension?
asking that kind of question.
I'm not sure.
Let him answer the.
Some questions were irrelevant. Is Micee a doctor? Instead of them to use the opportunity to ask him a better question, you're asking Micee if Mohbad has hypertension. Is he the doctor? When even the wife, Wummi, that does not know when the nurse is giving him injection or whatever, if Wummi cannot be there to stay beside him, it's Micee that will know if he's got blood pressure. Silly question.
The question of hypertension, then
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the hypertension. I don't know because all these results, we're not showing all of those that, so I don't know. And I don't know if it's actually happened because it's been over a year I've seen Mohbad and I've been around them, so I don't know.
all right. Please.
Okay, thank you. The question I want to ask you, Mr. Micee, it might sound funny. The question is, what is the main reason for you wanting justice for Mohbad?
Yeah, because I think the day Mohbad died, that day he died, I went to that night. I followed one of my brother to his house, and I couldn't enter due to everyone was not cool, and I know, and I saw what his day was already posting that Malian people, and I know if they see me, I know they don't go like me for waiting and do. So immediately.
So Micee is one of Micee is a Malian guy.
I was just following the case with everything. I was reading everything going on online, and I cannot lie. I did not even.
Mommy Victoria, all these questions you're asking. Micee is offline now. I said I was able to catch him online with Mr. Westo about plus. I don't know how long we've been online now. If I know how long we've been online, I'll be able to tell you approximately, the time it was on live. But it wasn't too long. It was after he left, I came straight online. So he was online with Mr. West, so he was able to invite him to his platform, and that's where these questions were being asked. So it's me coming back to give you I've gone to look for what is going on, and I've come to give you or let you hear what Micee has got to say. Okay, so that is it. If I'm lucky enough to know if they're bringing somebody else, for example, like Naira Marley or whatever, but I know one of these guys will go there soon again. As if we can get to know on time, I'll let you guys know as well. But obviously, I feel this is an important information to bring back from my waka about on social media. So that is why I brought the information, and obviously from where I got the source. So if you see the man that's behind him, the road breaking news, that is Mr. Westo. He's a journalist by proper profession, and he's been at the inquest, and also he's one of the people that are, fighting for justice for Mohbad. So for all the inquest they've gone through, he has come back to relate his own observation or whatever the judges or whosoever they've called how to talk or ask questions, what they've said. So I think he has a way of talking to these people and bringing them on board. So Micee is one of Mohbad's friends, and he was able to connect with him and bring him on board. And Micee happens to be, I think he's one of the Malians. He was, I don't know. There's a probability that he will be going because Wummi, who is Cynthia, Mohbad's wife, mentioned his name. Micee's name came up in one of the questions they asked her, and she's talked further. And one of the things I can remember she said, I can recall, is that for all what Micee has been saying, that they shouldn't believe him. One of the reasons for the fallout between Mohbad and Micee is that Mohbad thinks there's something going on between Micee and Wummi. So it's one of the reasons for their fallout, and also they think he's a snitch. I don't know if it's people lying on Micee to tell Mohbad is a snitch, or Mohbad caught him red and then there is a snitch between Mohbad and the Malians. And that was when Mohbad left Malians. So like I said yesterday and day before, the issue I have with Mohbad, even though he's gone to meet the Lord, but one of the points or one of my own observation is that if you go to a working place as a learner or as a worker and you become experienced or you become a specialist, when you leave the place or for one reason or the other you have an agreement with your employer, when you are leaving, you are not supposed to take or allow the people from there to follow you to start your own establishment. And let me use this illustration. It's like somebody having a salon, and one of your stylists, you notice that your customers, like when they come, they go to her most of the time, or they like her more. So one day there's a misunderstanding, or there's been some issues. At the end of the day, she left. She left just like that, even before the end of her contract, or before she that thing that they do for them, before she have her freedom, or before her freedom. Then when she's going, she's packed all your other workers with her. They followed her. How do you expect the owner of that salon to feel? That is my own illustration with this case. So the people around Mohbad, when he left Malians, when he went to form his own immortalization, most of them are Malians. They are from Malians. Most of, for example, manager, some of the spending or whatever, either is his personal friend or is linked, is linked one way or the other to the Malians. Some of the people there, they are Malians, So obviously, how do you expect things to work there is no way, even if Naira Marley is not talking, people that are close to him, that are under him, they will be the one to stand up and fight for him, that this is rubbish. You know, if you talk, we will go talk, we go fight for you. Do you understand? So that's how it is. If you know you are leaving somebody, leave for good. All the people that you met there or whatever, let them go there. Go your separate ways. From far, you can be saying hi or hello to each other, not to the extent that you sleep, you drink, you do everything with them. It doesn't work like that. How do you expect Naira Marley to feel within his own self? Even though I condemn what they did to him, either if that one is true or not, but from the evidence or the video flying on social media, if I'm to go by that video, that is an evidence, you know. Although I can see bruises or whatever on his body, but I did not see in the video whereby they actually punched or whatever. But I can see some part that there were a lot of boys coming close. You know, I think that one, it was a neighbor or something that was able to capture that bit or whatever. So that is my own illustration of, you can't be eating and drinking with your enemy now. If you go for good, live there. So this is another problem and another angle that I'm looking at it. So where did we stop? And you said, why are you, this is to Naomi, why are you all getting it wrong? She said she only got to know Naira when Mohbad got signed in. And she moved. Was it last year that, okay, what year was the NDLEA issue? Was it when Mohbad got signed in? She said when the NDLEA issue, that was when she knew who Naira Marley. Let me just ignore you. I don't know.
Even me myself, to God who made me, I did not know when I started posting on my Instagram, because I felt that bad one day, and that I don't know, I cannot say anything is pushing me to post, because I was not comfortable, I was not okay till I started posting.
So the main reason you want this for
Mohbad was because the whole narrative about Mohbad's death was not what really happened. So, because I think if they have to say bully, I'm not siding Naira Marley or anything. I'm not saying I'm supporting Naira Marley or anything. I don't think Naira Marley actually bullied, because if everybody will see what happened, okay, now I'll wait, you know what? I'll wait till they can post the WhatsApp chat, what really happened that made Mohbad go to the Malia house. If everyone can see that.
So if that happened in 2021, Mohbad has been in Malian's house before then, isn't it? So what Wummi said, or what the people that went to the inquest said, that she said that it was when the NDLEA thing happened, that was when she knew who Naira Marley is. Me, I know they believe that kind of thing. Even though me, I know be Malian, but at least I dey hear their music. And I don't think I knew Naira Marley in 2021. You know? But let's make it hear, sure.
I think clarifying about the bully should be clear enough from that.
Okay, so your main reason for wanting justice for Mohbad is to clear Naira Marley's name.
I'm not saying to clear Naira Marley's name. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, so it's not giving me the answer for you yourself as the person.
Yes.
As Micee, why do you want justice for Mohbad?
I really want to know what killed Mohbad, because you cannot say somebody, this guy last year and this year he died. All of these things, we did not see any video of anybody bullying him except that Maria's house. And what everyone was saying online is totally different from what happened, because I have the WhatsApp chat. So I'm not saying I want justice.
So if Naira Marley signed Mohbad in 2019, remember Wummi said she's been with Mohbad for the last 10 years. Wummi is 24, so she's been with Mohbad since 14 years. When she was 14. So 2019, so there's no you staying there before then. So look at it in that angle. Oh, okay, from the COVID party. Anyway. But there are some things the guy said. With me, I think from my own observation, some of the question, he needs to get his words right. If he's sure about something, he shouldn't use the word I think. I think is you are guessing, you are not sure. So it needs to be specific. So it needs to be specific. This is this, this is that. The ones that he was told, XYZ told me this, Mohbad told me this, and he should be able to streamline it down to the year and the month if he can, because as much as possible they need factual information, things they can hold on to, not I think, because if he's saying I think it's like he's guessing. You can't call in, man. I'm sorry, I'm busy at the moment. What I can do, because my numbers are I'm a very private person. My numbers are extremely private. Except if you live in UK or US, I can give you my number and you will call. But what we can do maybe like Sunday or something like that. Yeah, maybe like Sunday, because but that would be like maybe Sunday. We can do like a call-in on Sunday if I'm not too tired. Okay. Because I'm using both my phones. One of them is I used it for the recording, and the other one is for going live. So both phones are in use. So obviously we can't do that where I am. So, but thank you for asking. I really appreciate. But let's continue listening. Thank you.
Mohbad. I want to think for Mohbad because it's not clear. The story is not clear. I don't understand what killed Mohbad. That is the main reason why I'm.
Sorry, if I can get you right, you said you had the conversation, the WhatsApp chat, the one that was deleted. Is that what you're saying?
the WhatsApp chat between Mohbad and the old man about him killing his manager.
I'm sorry, Micey. What was that post you posted about? That hospital results, the brain report.
Yes, it was after the whole NGO. We were all trying to know what was, because he used to complain his head. He said they hit gun on his head, which they even beat me to other NGO that day. So,
Okay.
Were you also given the water at the NDLEA?
water. But they didn't give me.
Okay.
Micey.
I don't know about the water, because I think immediately everyone got to that NDLA. So the management team came, because Mohbad had show next day. They said even if they are going to detain everyone else, they should just free Mohbad because he has show next day. That was the main reason why they released it that night.
Okay. Micey, you posted something.
So what Micey has explained there is that you know Mohbad said, oh, the NDLEA, they gave me water, this, that. But the NDLEA are saying that they did not arrest him. But what Micey is saying is that, you know, when they came to the house to park them, they took Mohbad too with them. He went with them. But when they were there, the Malians management, for IE, Naira Marley, I think he was not in town that time, but he was abroad, but obviously he was contacting them. The next day, Mohbad has got a show. He needs to be somewhere to perform. I don't know if it's Nigeria or somewhere else out of the country. So they actually requested that they should release Mohbad for them, even though they are going to hold the order, because he needs to be somewhere the next day. So that's why they released him. But Micey or Micee cannot say if they gave him water or not, because all of them were arrested. The only thing he knows that they took Mohbad away from there before he was released. Do you understand? But the one that I said they used the Ibon, you know what they call Ibon, to hit his head. I didn't want to say it in English. To hit his head, they did the same thing to Micee as well. They used the Ibon to hit this one too. But luckily for him, he didn't have any problem afterwards. But they did not give Micee water. And he was not there when they gave Mohbad water. But it was one of the people they packed. They packed to the NDLEA. So why did NDLEA deny? I think maybe the reason is because maybe when they got there, they've not entered the names of the people they packed into book. Do you understand? You remember when they got there, they released Mohbad. So it's either when they got there, they listed all of them's name, entered their name in, and when they released Mohbad, they erased his name off. Or it's before they put in all their names, they enter their name into the system or in the book or whatever. Do you understand? Because from what he said is that when they got there, the management of Malians or whatever, they were able to plead with them or whatever to release Mohbad that same day. We don't know how many hours, but that same day, because the next day he's got a show. He needs to be somewhere. I think it was out of the country. I don't think it was in Nigeria. He has to be in another country. He has to be in another country to go and perform. So they have, even though they are holding the others down, they have to release him. And that is why he was released. So it's either they've not entered their name into the system, or when they took him off, they just took his name off. They just took his name off and they didn't follow him up. But whatever transpired between that period of releasing before he left them, Micee is not aware. And this is where there is a puzzle to be connected.
You always push me to make him stop drug, which you were saying because of Wummi. You said you always push me to make him stop drug, which I think it was good idea. Not knowing same person who always report to me that if I have not stopped, they sit down with him. What is he doing? Why is he doing it? I felt bad the day I knew.
That question.
Wait, no, I'm sorry, please. You now said, same girl told me not to use Aya for manager when he got signed to Maya. She said he can't speak good English. You humiliated that guy. You go Dubai before him gets him stand. He go Dubai before him gets him stand. From starting to end, she was not absent in my incident. But now she did laugh. What was that about, please?
The iron stuff. I'm not learning about the iron. You should come and talk to me because
No, the fact.
So what this lady is asking, you can see that a lady is reading some things out on Mrs. Instagram page. There was a time it just went on and on, putting things up, writing. So people were screenshotting, whatever they could take, they were just grabbing. That was his old Instagram page, because when he was saying so much or too much, some so-called people went to pull that Instagram page down. They pulled down that Instagram page, so he lost some things, his pictures with Mohbad, a lot of things, and some of the things he said. There are some people they are trying to silence them. They don't want them to talk. They don't want them to bring out evidence. So when he was doing that, then as soon as they saw him with Very Dark Man, when Very Dark Man went to meet him, when he came to Lagos, then they put down that page. So he had to start another new page. So he's still on Instagram with a new page. So some of these things that they are reading out, you can't see it on the page again. But before, they were all on his page. So there are some things that some people, I think I had some screenshots as well, but I don't know if I've deleted them now. But me too, I went there, I had to grab as much as it was a lot. I had to start, screenshotting, to, read them at my own time. So this lady, some of their screenshots is what she's reading back to me, that you said, who did this? Is this one true? Is that one true?
From the drug that Mohbad was taking so much of drug, and really begged Mohbad to stop taking it.
Yeah, that was actually I will not want to go much on that because it's part of my own point. I'm still with it, and I will not like to.
You want to wait for court before you go into that detail.
But I'm not disputing that point. But I'm not just disclosing my own point here.
Okay,
no problem.
Can I ask you this? Have you ever been in a complaint?
So like he said, there are some things he does not. No, there are some things he's not answering. Not because he wants to deny them, but because he does not want to put his evidence out here or call out the name. There are some things that is from the third party he's heard them from. So he wants it to be a situation whereby that third party is there. So that third party will open their mouth and talk. He won't be the one to say it. And there are some that, why should I let you listen to the interviewer? At my own convenient time and period, I will let you listen to the interviewer. Okay? Thank you. What was I saying? Oh my God. So there are some things. That is heard from the third person, and there are some things he heard from Mohbad. There are some things, something to do with Ayan and what's this guy? What's that guy? That family, the one that's saying is Mohbad's mom's brother. The one that went to buy the coffin. Oh my God, what did I do with this guy's name? Anyway, like for example, that one, he mentioned that the guy slapped. That the guy, what's this guy's name? It's one popular name, Garosha. You know, there is one of the things he said. He said there was a time that he slapped Wummi. That Wummi's mom was very angry and warned him. For example, that one they asked him. He didn't want to go further with the explanation. He said when they get to court, make everybody come explain themselves. So there are some things he will say. There are some things he's not saying yes, he's not saying no. He will just smile and say, let the person, or when we get to. But I mean, for me as a person, either he's saying the truth or he's lying, or he's trying to defame her name or whatever. But for him to even be bold to come out is a plus. Either he's saying the truth or not. Either he wants justice for Mohbad or not. At least he stepped forward. He didn't just say, there was something Bella wrote on this thing. For example, Bella wrote, I would just say something similar to what he wrote, but not specific. I mean, like not what exactly he wrote. You know the time that Naira Marley and Sam Larry were, they were still, looking for them, blah blah blah. That they told them to submit themselves. So he wrote, Ogbeni, like bring yourself over. All this one, they are wanted in Pantry, something like that. Someone like Bella, I expect him to do more.
Please, if you're in the building, please keep tapping, guys. Help us to tie. Let's take this like to 2K, 3K, please. If you're on TikTok, take this like to 2K. Let's tap. Please share the live video, please. If you're on TikTok, please continue to tap. Thank you.
I mean, apart from the fact that I'm expecting that maybe he's gone to the police to narrate his story, but I expect him to still, like, even if he's on his own page, he doesn't have to go to nowhere. He should do a live and say something more. Not all these people keeping quiet, like Slantan and all these people. They are supposed to go on their pages and say more and open up more. Apart from, even if they don't want to disclose everything they've told, that is if they've gone to the police to narrate their own story. People that are close to these guys, to Mohbad, me personally, I expect them to go on their own pages and say more and stand for justice for Mohbad, not keep it quiet. Since they started the inquest, and I've been seeing the life and all the picture and the video that they've shown us, I've not seen any of these people there. None of them have gone there to just say, oh, let me just go, even though they don't ask me any question. I am going there to support my friend. Do you understand? But for this guy to come out, either he was a snitch or he's a snitch, he's not a friend, he's pretending, he's lying. But for him to say, this is me, and I am ready to go anywhere, and I'm ready to face XYZ, I am ready to call the names of who is involved or whatever they've alleged me when I get to the inquiry place or to court or wherever, I will talk. So for me, it's a plus.
With Mohbad, Naira, Wummi, Sam Larry to Dubai before.
Like, I don't understand the question.
Like, have you been to Dubai with Mohbad before?
No.
Did Mohbad travel to Dubai with Naira Marley?
No.
Mohbad has not gotten any show in Dubai before. All show you're staying with him.
He has gotten shows in Dubai now many times.
He went with who, if you can remember, like maybe with his label manager or whatever, Wummi.
He doesn't go to the show with his manager, obviously.
The last time Mohbad was in Dubai, she went with who, like his wife and who?
They have not gone anywhere. Go cash up here.
No, it's a question that maybe you know the time that Mohbad went to Dubai.
Any Mohbad show outside country, if today is not going, SI is going actually.
So if it
So, for example, this lady asking questions, for me, the way this lady is asking questions, I think she should have asked further. For example, saying that as that's Mohbad, as he traveled to Dubai, with, for example, with Wummi, with Naira Marley, with them Sam Larry. For me, those questions is asking. Remember, Auntie Kemi talks. Dr. Kemi lawyer. She said, Mohbad, that regarding DNA, that a DNA was done in Dubai, whereby Mohbad went there. Sam Larry, Naira Marley, Wummi, all of them, they traveled to Dubai. So maybe these questions she's asking is leading towards that, but she did not further her questions, or she did not say the reason why, or she knows the reason why, but she just wants to ask the question. There are ways you can ask question in a trickish way. So depending on you saying yes or no, then she will get the answer from there that maybe that is when they went to do X, Y, Z. That's what I'm thinking. Because you can't just ask somebody. Dubai is not the only place you can call in out of all the countries. Why Dubai of all places? I know Dr. Kemi lawyer said they traveled to Dubai on one of the occasions to do DNA. That there was one DNA done one time, and there they said Sam Larry is the father, and that's why he was angry and he wanted to take the baby and chuck the baby into lagoon. I don't know, but I mean.
Okay, I want to ask you.
Hello, please.
Okay, so this is just the last one. I just want to ask, during your stay with Mohbad as a friend, I want to ask, do you notice if his dad or his mom, who has upper hand over your mom, his dad or his mom?
I think Mohbad likes his dad so much. Him and his dad, they are more like a friend and a brother. The way I used to see them, I used to relate. Because I really did not know Mohbad's mom till, let me see, around. I think I do see her one time like that. But it's not really used to. She did not know me then, so she can just say she's just seeing me with Mohbad. She does not know me. I really know her in person very well. That starting from last year, I started knowing her.
Yeah, Mohbad, shut it back. 10 years, I know see mommy.
Okay, I can say to that, I've been with Mohbad together to his dad's place. So we've been together next time. So.
Okay. Does that mean the man is so quiet and gentle, even when they ask him to come down inside the car? Like you and your wife, or maybe your ex-wife already have planned you're going to Ikorodu, and suddenly you're like, oh, can you drop off? We are going to water. Like he didn't really have any. Like he's not bothered to ask them why.
That point is that I think because Mohbad dad and Mohbad mom, I think because their middle is not settled, that's why all these things happen. I think that time when if you're in an apartment, this girl will come and say, Mohbad's dad don't come and use this thing to take him to Koda. We should not agree for his dad to take him. His mom too. All those things, they are just opposing each other, which I wasn't even happy about it.
Okay.
Micee, I don't know if you will be able to answer this question, but let me ask you. With your stay with Mohbad, do you notice if he has another wife or girlfriend, or if he has a baby outside? Can you say there is anything in regard to that?
If Mohbad does, no, I don't think so.
You say what?
I don't think so.
Okay, you are not sure if he has a baby outside, if he has another outside. Okay. That's fine. Okay, please, I want to do this. Just take notes, please. And you are not to answer these questions. but randomly, one question will be asked from the panelists, and you just do your summary.
You just told me that I was going to answer the question after.
Okay, don't worry, just hold on, don't talk, don't worry. I'm starting from Lizzie. Lizzie, ask your question and mute. Don't expect answer, just ask your question. Please do that quickly, Lizzie Eyes.
I don't really have any question for mine. I don't have any question for him. It's you I want to ask a question.
Okay, don't worry. Me, you will ask me a question. Just mute yourself for now. Thank you. All right, God bless you. Let me go to Queen B again. Do you have any question? Queen B?
No further question.
All right, thank you, Queen
Thank
B.
you.
Let me go to Melissa. Melissa, any other question?
Please.
You said what?
Yes, I have.
Okay, please ask your question.
Yes,
Just
I
ask
want.
me.
Okay, I want to ask is Mohbad and his wife, how often do they fight? Like,
Okay, you are asking about how toxic is the relationship. Don't answer. Micee, don't answer, please.
Yes, now that one is private. Now it's between them. I don't know.
All right. Okay. All right. Beauty. That's what Destiny. Destiny, do you have a question? Destiny, please unmute yourself. Destiny. Destiny, if you are not saying anything, I'm going to drop you and bring another person. Destiny, it's your time to talk. Unmute yourself and talk. If you are not ready, let me go to Aramide. Aramide, over to you, please.
I don't have any question for Micee. It's okay. No.
All right, thank you, Aramide. Aisha, do you have any other question for him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Micee, Daddy Mohbad said something about Wummi always transferring money from her husband's phone to her mother's phone. And you also posted the same thing. You said, make them check Mo account balance first. And why is she always taking his money and get them sent to her family? Why?
Who be this Aisha? Where they carry your own point? All these people, they have their own thing. I know they know where they carry your. If Mohbad that says something, you cannot say you are getting it from my own page. And I don't.
No, you also posted this.
You also posted that. Can you read it?
Let me read it for you. You said, you posted this. Are you hearing me?
Go ahead.
You posted it. You said, make them check Mo. You quoted Mo, M-M-O-H. You said, make them check Mo account statements first. And why is she always taking his money and sent to her family? Why? I know from the one say she has access to everything.
Thank you, ma.
I was even the one who told him to be careful with his pay. That is WhatsApp she don't jab up for me. If I lie, make you die. This girl don't use Mohbad, IGDM, a lot girls. I'm using them to leave Mohbad. I'm using them to leave Mohbad. This that in my own proof.
Yeah, that one actually, because there was one time that this girl actually used the Mohbad account to message one girl, blah blah blah. She should leave her husband. This that. Where was she when Mohbad was nobody and all that? So, and about that transferring stuff. Immediately when I had Mohbad's dad saying all of those things, because that man, I think the man cannot just come out and say what his son did not tell him, or he should be saying it due to one thing or one other thing. I want you all to know that this girl and this man always has beef between themselves, so they know they agree for each other. So even we should not start taking side of one person and not listen to other person's part. This man is old. He cannot start coming up and give point that his son is not even telling him.
Okay, that is fine. Spicy. Is it spicy?
Yeah.
All right. Over to you. Your
Somebody
question.
wrote.
Yeah, one question.
Okay, let's continue.
What's her name? Wummi. Is she on Facebook? Does she have extra marital affair? Like the way the father.
Can you ask that?
I don't know, but it's what Mohbad told me. I actually said I don't know if he has, and it's the more like
Remember, guys, um, Micee came out and said, she, who is the manager, and one or two other people, for example, like the one that did that regarding the nose dose, then she will go to another room in the Malian house to sleep with somebody else. So what he is saying is that because Micee kept something, he put something similar like that on his page. I remember when they were in Malian's house, they were not married. Wummi and Mohbad, they were not married then. Their marriage, by calculating it, is roughly going to 1 year. Either going to 1 year or it's just 1 year. Because when they had the engagement, if you look at the picture, if you look down the page on our page, you will see there that Wummi was heavily pregnant, and she's somebody that is not fat, she's slim. So obviously looking at that pregnancy can be up to like 5 or 6 months or even more. And when Mohbad died, that was when Liam was 5 months. So when you had that together, it's not up to a year, or it's close to a year of their whatever occasion. So all this relationship stuff that, for example, Micee have talked about or as whatever, was when they were in Malian's house, when Mohbad was still with Malians. Okay, and some of them is not ready to actually spill out until the court day, or the people. Okay, but because there's a particular person, he said he will not mention the name until that day when he goes to the Disney. He will call the person's name out boldly. He would say the person's name. But to tell you people now, you know, go talk am. And hopefully that then Naira Marley too, that some of these people will be there, so that whatever he's going to say, and Wummi will be there. So whatever he's going to say, he will say it right in front of everybody. So make everybody come to defend themselves. While everybody's present, then they can defend. You will say your own, I will say my own, the next person will say their own. And it was Mohbad that actually told him. It's not like somebody else that told him about the affair. It was Mohbad himself that actually told him. If he has a written evidence, I don't know. For example, maybe a WhatsApp message, I don't know. But this is what is coming from his own mouth.
Yeah, actually, let me not even lie. I don't see her that way because I'm even close to her. I don't see her that. I be like brother to her. So me, I be maybe say they even the advice and all those kind of things. Maybe say even if they get issue, they come up with best advice I can give. So I don't even think I'll go inside. So immediately Mohbad told me that stuff. So I was still finding it out like one more. Like, are you sure? Then I had to tell him that, okay, let's not discuss this whole issue here. Let's go to my house because I don't want people in my house to start hearing this because I don't actually know what happened.
All right, thank you. The only questions that you did not answer here is the question from, is it Melissa or something, about how toxic is their relationship, how often do they have fights, and so on and so forth.
I said it's between them. I'm not sleeping in the same room every time with them now. So even I don't know.
But do Mo usually explain to you that he is always having issue with the wife? Probably they used to fight. Has there been any time you both have such a conversation?
It's normal for me to have fight now. They used to have fight now. It's normal.
All right, no problem. All right, African princess, please quickly do the needful. Over to you.
Be like this. This one, I don't overdo sex. She not like, I don't try, I don't give my time enough.
Okay. Just let African Princess do the vote of thanks. Then after this live, he's gone. I wanted to like say, okay, well, we cannot.
So at this point, he left the place because, like, I got there about, when I was there, it was live about an hour, a few minutes, and I don't know if it was the actual time he got there or they've been, interviewing him before I got, to Mr. Westo's life. So that was when he left. He said he spent too much time. That he spent too much time that he has to go. So I've got some other things, but I don't want to mix them up. Where is it? Hold on a minute, please. Just a minute, please. Oh my God, where is it? I'm sorry, please, 1 minute.
You caught it. Yes, so listen.
Support your husband from whoever is bullying him or him.
Okay, I've got some Mr. Westo's this thing as well. That I had earlier in the day that I was gonna bring over. But I don't know if it's reasonable to carry on with it. Because the topic or what I came out to do is specifically, or whatever I've written, the topic is specifically for the interview done for Micee. So this one I've got with me is is the analysis, or is the let me say analysis on the last inquest that was done. So obviously I don't think it's reasonable to mix them up. I know people are on live and some I want to carry on, but I don't know if it's reasonable. If you say yes, I should carry on, I will. But if you say no, then we'll go off. I'll come back maybe in 30 minutes or 1 hour. So please let me know if I see a comment that says yes or no, then I will know if I should carry on or not. Let's be quick, yo. Somebody should. Okay, nobody is answering, then I'm gonna go off. Where is it? They are like good this thing, and Mr. Weston also, explained further.
Not too well. So we still have like 1 hour. Maybe she wanted to do another something. 1 hour 30 minutes. But people on TikTok, people are not encouraging. They are not tapping, and it's not good. People just prefer listening to the video than tapping. Tapping the screen encourage the live video. That's what TikTok wants. You understand? And it brings most viewers as well. But you people don't tap, you don't share, you don't give to the host. That's what TikTok wants. If you are not tapping, you can give. For 2 hours now, we are just see how many like we have here. So let us call it a day. Maybe let me go and listen to the remaining part, then I'll come back and play that one. Let's go to Olori Ebi right now. Olori Ebi's life. Oh, Daddy Yok. So thank you, everybody. God bless you. Thanks for being here. You have heard. So I'm going to go and be cutting the small parts, that's the interesting part out. Wummi says she don't know Naira Marley. Now, wow. Is she having a memory loss or what? What do we call that? The house you were living with your so-called Okomi, and she also brought some fetish things, calabash and small girl. Thank God everybody get picking. Maybe that. So thank you guys. Love you. Bye. Be back again.